Hi, my name is Brandy and I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I wish I'd known how to talk to someone dealing with infertility, or any other stressful situation for that matter. So many times we say things that we think will be helpful or reassuring, but they end up sounding shallow, self-centered, or just plain ignorant. Take, for example, the ever-frequent advice that if someone can't have biological children, they should just adopt. Nothing is simple about adoption. But there are so many children who need homes, you say. Well, unless you have adopted, you really have no right to say that. Besides, many times adoption isn't about saving a child. It's about building a family. Adoption is also very expensive, and many couples just don't have the financial means for it. Besides the money issue, there are so many emotional issues that need to be worked through before adopting. Many couples go through a serious grieving process when giving up on the dream of having a biological child. Adoption is a long, drawn-out process, and it is never as simple as just adopting. While we're on the topic of adoption, it also isn't a cure for infertility. We've all heard the story about someone who tried for years to have a child, then they decided to adopt and immediately got pregnant on their own. Yes, it happens, but the fact is the percentage of infertile couples who get pregnant after adopting is 8%. The percentage of infertile couples who get pregnant without going on to adopt is also 8%. The exact same number. But enough about adoption. What about when others joke about how you can just borrow their kids when they get to be too much for them? That comment sounds lighthearted, and I'm sure it is meant to be funny, but it is so painful to someone who cannot have children. How we wish we could have the children that others seem to resent. Another suggestion I've heard many times is that I should just relax. The fact is, infertility is a disease, a medical condition, and all the relaxing in the world won't help you get pregnant. You wouldn't ask someone to relax away their diabetes, would you? And please, don't ask couples when they're going to have children. When you think about it, that's a very personal question. For a couple going through infertility, that is just another reminder that they haven't yet become parents. So what should you say to someone dealing with infertility? First of all, let them know that you care and say you're sorry. Don't tell them how you feel unless you yourself have gone through the same thing. Offer to listen to them. Better yet, bring them a meal when they're recovering from an egg retrieval during IVF. Send them a card in the mail to let them know you're thinking about them. Infertility is very isolating. Just knowing that someone else is thinking of you during that time is a huge help. Most importantly, don't avoid them because you don't know what to say. It's okay if you don't. Sometimes just being there to hold their hand is all they need.